Welcome everyone to Paper Talks, the Paper Republic talk show, episode 3. The theme for this episode is Around the World, Around the World. And to explore this theme, I'll be joined by two guests, starting with Jerome.
Hello, Ranee.
Thank you for being here again with me.
Thank you for the invitation. It's a pleasure.
You've heard the theme, Around the World, Around the World. Mm-hmm. So we said it twice, not for French pride.
Because we're French.
But because there's a lot to say about this theme, I think. And I would like to first ask you what it brings to your mind.
Paper Republic is around the world, so this is who we are. The team is around the world. We have people from South America to Eastern Europe, Northern Europe, everywhere, really. And we have customers literally like all over the world, really. So every day we ship stuff to San Francisco, to Japan, South America, or Europe. So yeah, that's us.
What's the furthest we've ever shipped? Do you have any idea?
I think the furthest point on the earth from here is Australia. So I think it's definitely Australia. Yeah. I mean, from Austria to Australia.
Yeah.
There are some kangaroos in between, but
yeah, there's just a couple of letters difference, but a few kilometers. Yeah, and we are based in Austria, as you said. The team come from everywhere, but we also have maybe like some important points around the world as well in terms of partners.
Yeah, I mean, we have one of our long-standing partners is Top Drawer, where we have very deep partnership in the US. So they have now about 12 shops from Boston to LA and San Francisco, and we are present there in all the shops. It's a really long-standing relationship, something where we've developed a lot of things together, projects. We meet each other like at least once or twice a year. That's for sure on the client side, for sure. And then we have suppliers. I would say mainly in Europe, but like they're really from different horizons, different backgrounds, from Italy to Sweden and France, and of course a lot of in Austria.
Yeah, I mean, probably people can hear that we are not English
Really?
natives.
No.
So we are both French natives, and there's a lot of people in the team. I don't know how many language people talk on the daily basis, but maybe you can give us a few examples of the language that are here represented at Paper Republic.
I think we have people, a lot of people first, some kind of interesting, speak Spanish in the team. It's nice. We have a very strong South American gang, I would say, from Argentina, from Colombia, and from Peru. So pretty nice. So we have some good vibes and a lot of mate as well in the company. We have people from Hungary, so with great chance of having two people speaking Hungarian like for lunchtime. So always a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and even even in the accents, right? The people that come from Austria,
Yeah.
they all also have different accents.
Yeah, actually the worst thing is, no one really speaks high German here. So when you when you listen to people and have a meeting all together, they all speak their dialect, and then you realize, wow, there's really like a lot of different accents in Austria. Always a lot of fun. It's difficult when you're not from the country, but yeah.
Yeah, and also this makes me think of the way we work with all these different languages. We try to also make the most of these languages, and that's why our products are also presented in several languages. So we have different websites where people can shop in their preferred language.
Yeah, I think there are two aspects of it. First is, of course, we are an international company. All of us are actually, in a sense, people who had to immigrate or go somewhere or not be in their comfort zone and go to a country, go to a different place. So we all have, literally all the team members have something where they have to think further than just like their comfort zone, their home city, whatever. So we had to think about like going abroad from the beginning as a team. And myself, of course, and you and then other people. The other thing is Austria is still a small country. It's a small market. So if you want to grow the company, to reach out to people, you have to think, of course, in terms of other country, other languages. The home market is too small for that. So from the beginning, we had almost from the beginning three languages, 3 websites, and we do everything in 3 languages for for a company of our size doing everything in 3 languages, it's not really like common. It's a lot of work, and we have the chance to have one of the most talented team member here who speaks perfectly, natively the 3 languages, Leo. Yeah. Yeah. She's our living like dictionary. And we're able to communicate to our customers, to our website, everything in 3 languages. And we want to add more, actually. I'm absolutely convinced if we want to speak to people, like at some point you need to speak the native language of the people. So our goal is to have more of this. It's of course it's a lot of work, so we can't do everything at the same time. But we have, for example, a lot of customers in Italy and Spain, and one of our dreams, of course, is to be able to have our websites in these languages as well.
Thank you very much, Jerome.
Thank you, Ranee. Pleasure.
Before we move to the next guest, I would like to ask you a little bit more about the Paper Republic portrait. So, what would be Paper Republic if it was a room in the house?
It's a living room, a cozy living room with a nice sofa, nice couch, and a fireplace, and a little dog sitting next on a nice carpet. That's here.
The rug is very important.
Yeah, the rug is important. The Persian rug is important.
And what would be Paper Republic if it was a noise?
The noise, which is like in our life at Paper Republic, is the noise of the hammering of people producing the leather. Like it looks like nice here when you look at it, but actually like all day long they just hammer the leather parts together with very strong hammer on stones, just to make sure like when we produce the portfolio, the leather parts glue together at some point. And it's nice, but it's very, very loud.
Do you agree? Yeah. And the last one, if Paper Republic was a video game, what would it be?
We are, I think we are Mario Kart company, for sure. So like all driving the little cars, and then throwing like bananas and turtles to the others.
And driving on the rainbow road.
Just jumping like this, like, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Do you agree? Very good. Thank you very much, Jerome.
Thank you, Ranee.
Before we welcome our next guest, a little mid-roll, a little ad by our sponsor, Paper Republic.
Hi, this is my wallet, the Square. It's possibly the smallest, most practical, and best-looking leather companion ever. I take mine with me wherever I go. The Square will last forever. It's a must-have for everyone who longs for high-quality craftsmanship, timeless design, and flat pockets. It comes in many different colors. The Square by Paper Republic.
You must be wondering who has this beautiful and charming voice that you just heard. Well, I'm delighted to announce that we will welcome this person. He actually never shows his face on camera. You might have seen his silhouette in some of our commercials, but never his face. He doesn't have any social media profiles. He has super complicated passwords, and he Googles on duckduckduck.com. So I would like to welcome Paul. Wow. Okay, welcome, Paul. Okay, right. Paul, as you know, the theme of this episode is around the world, and it's actually something we often talk about together is philosophy. So I'd like to talk philosophy with you, starting with the fact that you are Irish. Is that correct? So despite us talking in English right now and the company communicating a lot in English, you are actually one of the only ones in the company who has English as a mother tongue. Is that correct? Okay, and so it's like, yeah, we often talk philosophy together, and that's something I wanted to bring, because you like to quote this famous author, Samuel Beckett, who actually says, I'm going to read it out loud, "Words are all we have." You know, it's a sentence that you really like to use. And do you feel that because the company is richer of more languages, that then we have more words and that we have even more?
Yeah, okay. I'm really delighted to have this conversation with you. So, in those discussions that we had, we also talked a lot about Joyce. And Joyce has a very nice quote about Irish people, which also I'm going to read out loud. So, when the Irishman is found outside of Ireland in another environment, he very often becomes a respected man. That staying in Ireland do not permit the development of individuality. So I'd like to ask you, because here in Paper Republic, we are from so many different places. Do you think our individuality as a company is stronger thanks to all these environments and cultures and everything that every one of us is bringing into the company? That's, lastly, one more thing I would really want to talk about with you is that actually you speak a lot with everyone in the office. I think you all agree that Paul is a very nice person to talk with, right? He's a bit our therapist or psychologue in the company. Whenever we have a problem, he's always here to listen, and which is quite interesting because we are in Vienna, in the country of Freud. And Freud has a saying about Irish people that you can't therapeut them. So they are completely, you can't understand them. And it's very typical to Irish people. And I wanted to ask you, Paul, isn't it very paradoxal? Well, I'm really delighted we could go through all these points about our theme around the world. So thank you very much, Paul, for being here with me today. And before we move to the end of this episode, I would like to play the end game with both of you. So as it's becoming a little tradition now, I'm going to ask our guests to guess a product and a team member. And so the product, are you ready, both of you? No, but one of you has to talk, though.
Ready?
This mysterious product, the first fact about it is that it is ultra strong.
Jerome.
That's right.
Just to remind you, Paul, we are talking here about a product and not a team member. All right.
I'm not an object, I'm a person as well.
You have feelings.
There is a little heart here.
The second fact is that it's very colorful.
Paul?
Well, not today. Any idea? A super strong and super colorful product?
Ribbons.
Yes, it is our ribbons.
Oh, wow. He won it.
It was meant to be a very difficult one, but apparently it was too easy for Paul. So yes, the ribbons that you can use to combine refills, to change the colors of your journals, that was the
Custom-made ribbons for Paper Republic. Yeah, just for us.
also European made. I think it's something that we
yeah.
have a lot of questions about. So yes, it's made in France, just like us.
Strong and colorful.
Exactly. Today we have both of you, and you are both very good at this game, I'm sure. So you're gonna have to guess 2 team members at once.
Oh.
So, are you ready?
Yeah.
One is a cat lover, the other one is a dog lover. One, she's also a gold and silver smith, and the other one already won a state competition in Latin. You have to guess both at once. And the third fact, one sneezes like a mouse
Hannah.
Yeah, at the same time.
in the same time, and the other one kept every birthday card she ever received.
Maya.
No,
Elisa and Hannah.
no.
Hannah and Anna.
Yes. It's Hannah and Anna. Very happy that we had you, Paul, and congratulations on winning both games. Thank you, Jerome. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, the audience. And thank you for watching the 3rd episode of the Paper Republic talk show. As usual, if you liked it, let us know, leave a comment, make some suggestions, ask a question to Paul about philosophy. He would be very happy to answer it, I'm sure. And see you next time for another episode of the Paper Republic Talk Show. Thank you.
Thank you, Ranee. Thank you.